Hi again guys, back with another unboxing from my latest order from Champions Cube Store. Using out of the box. It's another one of these interesting boxes. I've got one of these boxes before, my last order from cubes.com, and they put a hole in the box. Let's hope everything is intact inside. I believe this is a Mozhi box again. I remember rightly from last time. I'm trying to think what came in it last time. I can't think what it was. Yeah, it's definitely a Mozhi puzzle. Now this is called the Aardwolf or something like that. So many weird names, and these are all puzzles. I can see they've got Mozhi logo there. I missed that. There's so many puzzles that you don't see very often. I've got lately, so I don't know the names of them all. I don't know how long this has sat in the warehouse, but the stickers are covered in dust. I thought they were dirty, but it's actually just a layer of dust. So I've damaged stickers again. This is quite disappointing. I know I've only paid a few dollars for them, but even so, I expect a little bit better than that. But I don't actually know what this puzzle is. I think I'm looking at a cube. Let's see. Yeah, I must be a cube because I've got 6 centres and corners there, so yeah, that's got to be a cube, hasn't it? But if it is, that doesn't work. I'm really not. It's definitely a cube, I'm sure, but that's the centre. The triangle. You've got triangular centres. Now I think this is going to be quite challenging looking at it, because you haven't got your regular colour scheme. You've got the, like you do on a normal cube. You know, you're just going to have 6 faces or whatever, or 12 faces. But this, you've got kind of a face colour scheme to go on the triangular pieces here, and then another kind of face colour scheme go on the tetrahedral pieces. So I'm not convinced this is actually going to be that easy to solve. I could be wrong. I often am. It's not unusual, but yeah, it's going to be tricky figuring out which piece goes where, because you get a situation like that, you think, oh, the blue, oh no, it's not. Where's the blue piece that goes there? So, yeah, I think this is definitely an interesting little puzzle. Definitely the most interesting of the batch I've ordered lately, I think. I'm going to have to figure out what's centres and what's corners. Because, as strange as it may seem, the centres appear to be the triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it can't be right, because you've got 8 of those and 6 of those, so they've got to be centres. Yeah, they are. The 4 colour ones are centres, the 3 colour ones are corners. Right. That's now we've established that. Sorry about that. I just needed to figure that out for myself before I scrambled it up completely and lost myself. So yeah, let's give it a scramble. And cool little puzzle. I like this one. Just like the others, it turns reasonably well. It's not out of this world. It's not going to be a speed cube, but it turns good enough for, I think, $4 or $5 that I've paid for this. You know, when a puzzle only costs that, you don't expect magnificent quality, I don't think. But yeah, it's an interesting little one for sure. I think this is probably one of the ones out of the cheap ones that I definitely looked forward to the most anyway, because just looking at it you think, what on earth's going on with that? But yeah, this one's cool. I like it. Okay, I think I'll call that scrambled. I'll go away and hopefully solve it. I'll get back to you when I've done so. Okay, so the wolf tooth's now solved again. I have to say, out of the set of puzzles I've unboxed at the cheaper end of this package, this is far and away the most difficult one. It is simply a cube shape mod, but the problem is you've got no guide to the colour scheme really. And obviously, if you look at basically the corners that look like the corners of a cube are the corners, the cube corners, so they're easy enough. You solve those the way you would the corners on a regular cube, so that's not a problem. Where the problem comes in is when you try to solve the centres. The centres are the bits that look like the dipyramid section. there's nothing to relate what the colours you see on the corners to what colours go in the centre. So you don't know which centre belongs where. There's no guide to that in any way. The only way to figure that out is by putting it in relation to other centres, which is a bit tricky when it's scrambled, because the centres reorient as you place them, and if they're in, you can have a centre that looks like it'll fit, but you can't actually get it into the correct orientation in the position you're putting it in. So it required quite a bit of trial and error to figure out what needed to go where. Once you've got to figure it out, then it just behaves like a super scoop, you know, like a say Scoob Ultimate or something like that, where it's the Scoob with the centres that you need to orient correctly. So once you've figured out the colour scheme, it's not too difficult, but I must admit it did take me quite a while to figure this one out, probably an hour or so to actually solve this one from its original scrambled state, because I hadn't memorised any colour schemes whatsoever. I don't even know if I've solved it into the same colour scheme or not. I suspect it's possible that there's more than one possible solution for this. So I might actually have to watch the original part of this video back and see if I've actually got it in exactly the same configuration or not, because I don't actually know whether it is or not. But this is definitely a fun puzzle and a bit of a challenge. Again, very cheap puzzle, only a few dollars. So if you like Scoobs and you're interested in a bit of an extra challenge, give this one a try, because I definitely recommend this one. Again, the feel and quality of it isn't absolutely fabulous, but it's a cheap Mozhi puzzle, so you don't expect it. But it turns absolutely fine. You don't get any lockups. The minor clicking mechanism that there is does lock things into place where you can turn, so figuring out exactly where things turn isn't too difficult either. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one to anyone who's interested in a cheap little Scoob shape mod that can offer a bit of a challenge. The stickers need a little bit to be desired, but again, it's very cheap, so I'm not really too concerned about that. But I'd be happy to pay a few dollars extra to have a better quality version of it, but since this is the only way I can get this puzzle, then I'll make do with this. But yeah, it's definitely a fun one. As I've said a few times now, I'd definitely recommend this one. Alright then guys, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care now. Bye.